Namaste. In today's class, we shall start from Lopo from this sutra, and this is 6166. We are going in sequence from this sutra from Lopo maybe up to this sutra Sutkat Purvaha. We are not studying this sutra up to this sutra Sochi Lope Chet Pada Purnam. Up to this sutra, we are going one by one. So, if possible, you please try to memorize this. It will be very useful to understand the sutras, because out of context, if we just tell ad gunaha, we can't make out the meaning of this sutra if you don't know the anurutti or where the position where the sutra is present. So, if we memorize, then you will be easily understanding that it is in eka purva parayoho anuruchya phachi comes from iko yanachi, like that. It is very useful, so you please try to memorize from this sutra Lopo Vyorvali. Okay.
6166 up to
135.
135.
130. Yes, 135 excluding 135 up to 134. Lopo Vyorvali. Before that, prarthanam kurma. येनाक्षरसमाम्नाय हरिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन दौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। अज्ञानान्धस्य लोकस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकयां चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारञ्च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्. Okay, in this class, we are going to study these two sutras, Lopo Vyorvali Vera Pruktasya. In tomorrow's class, we are studying Algnabhyo Dirgha Sutisya Pruktam Hal Yengrasvat Sambuddhehe Shesh Chandasi Bhulam, three sutras. And in the next class, today's Thursday, okay, these two sutras this week, and these five sutras. From next week, we are starting with Rasvasya Piti Krutita. Okay. In the previous class, we learned what a lopa is, an agama or adesha is. Lopa is non-appearance of a letter or group of letters. Agama is appearance of new letter or group of letters. So in this case, but syati, that it has appeared. It was not present before, so this is called as agama. Adesha is substitution or replacement of a letter or group of letters, it may be, by some other letter or group of letters. This is adesha. Lopaha, this sangna is given by the sutra adarshanam lopaha. Adarshanam ityukte non-appearance lopaha. For example, during the prakriya of Sita, so that so is not seen later during the prakriya, so we say there is lopaha of supratyaya. Similarly, in the sananta form, derivation of sananta form for ap dhatu, this is dhatu here, ap. At this stage, e psa psa, there will be deletion, non-appearance of this portion psa. So we say there is lopa of this portion. Here, three letters are not seen, so there is deletion of or lopa of more than one letters here. In the previous class, we discussed about these sutras. संयोगान्तस्य लोपः रात्सस्य धिचा झलोझलि रस्वादङ्गात् इट ईटि स्को संयोगाद्योरन्ते च. All are in sequence. Lopah comes as anurutti in all these sutras. So these all sutras deal with lopah. By sanyogantasya lopah, there will be deletion of al letter which is present at the end of a sanyoga, that which is present at the end of a pada. Ratsasya is a niyama sutra for sanyogantasya lopah. By this sutra, only sakara after refa is deleted in a sanyoga which is present at the end of a pada, not other al letters. Only sakara gets deleted after refa. We saw this the example of panchami or shashti vibhakti pratyayanta form for rukaranta ending words. Pituhu. In the derivation of pituhu or matuhu, kartuhu, we saw the uses of this sutra. Dhicha. By this, there will be deletion of sakara before a dakaradi pratyaya. Sasya comes as anurutti to this sutra and lopa comes as anurutti from sanyogantasya lopaha. Jhalojali, again this sasya comes as anurutti in all these dicha, jalojali, rasvadangas, ita iti. All these four sutras deal with lopaha of sakaraha, sakarasya lopaha. So jhalojali, by this sakara gets deleted if it is preceded and followed by jal letter. There should be a jal letter before and after sakara. Then only the sakara gets deleted during the prakriya of any word. Rasvadangat, by this, this is panchami. So we take this jali saptami word as anurutti and sasya as the sani from ratsasya, lopaha as the adesha. So by this rasvadangat, if sakara is followed by a rasvanta anga and it is if so it is preceded by if there is rasva anga before sakara and after that if a jal letter is there, then that sakara gets deleted. Again ita iti, here also panchami saptami are there. So sakara, if it is preceded by ikara, rasva ikara and followed by dirgha ikara, then that sakara gets deleted. The last sutra, sko sanyogadyorantecha, this is not about sasya, sakarasya lopaha. There is sakarasya lopaha, but that is not come as anurutti to this sutra because there is mention of skoho, sakara and kakarasya. This is shashti. So this is about a deletion of sakara and kakara. In a sanyoga, if they are present in the first position also, if a sanyoga contains sakara or kakara, then they get deleted even if they are present first in the sanyoga. By sanyogantasya lopaha, they should be present at the end. Here it need not be at the end of a sanyoga. Even if they are present in the middle or in the beginning, then also they get deleted. And even that sanyoga need not be present at the end of a pada. It can be in the middle of the pada also, that sanyoga. Then also this sutra is applicable. So these we studied in the previous class. Now we shall start with Lopo Vyorvali. Lopo Vyorvali 6166. Lopaha Vyoho Vali. Vyoho. Vyoho is the Shashti Dvivachana of Vakara Yakara. Vali is the Saptami. Lopaha is the Pratama Vibhaktyanta Rupam. Anvayaha Vyoho Vali Lopaha. Vakara Yakara Yoho Val Varne Pare Lopaha Bhavati. This is the equation which can be written. Vakara yakara yoho, vakara or yakara, if they are followed by one letter, then they get deleted. Tesha tayoho lopaha bhavati. There will be deletion of those two letters. We saw these examples before also. Jeev plus Radhanuk. Radhanuk is a unadi pratyaya. This does not, the unadi pratyas, they don't belongs to any one of 7 types of pratyas we studied in the first class. They are outside ashtadhyayi, but they are similar, somewhat similar to krut pratyayas. So yeah, since krut pratyayas are attached to dhatu and the resultant forms are pratipadikam, here also unadi pratyayas are always attached to dhatu and the resultant forms are pratipadikam. Radhanuk, here kakara is it letter by halantyam, so gets treated by tasya lopaha. Radhanu we are left with, and here Jeev Radhan, here there is Vakara. After that, Refa is present. Refa is a gel, one letter. So, uh, comprises of all Vyanjanas except Yakara. It starts from Haya Varat, Haya Va, from Va. So, it doesn't include Yakara, except that it includes all the Vyanjanas. So, it includes Refa also. So, this one letter is there. Here Vakara is there. So, Vakarasya Vali pare lopaha bhavati. So this vakara gets deleted. So G radanu, G radanu. Nu should be here. It is typed as na. Nu G radanu. Then ui ta. Ui is the dhatu. Ta pratyayanta form we are deriving. At this stage, kakara is it that gets deleted. Takara remains. This ta is a one letter. So yakarasya Vali pare. Yakara when followed by one letter, this yakara gets deleted. So it is uta. Vyoho iti kim. I mean, wow, why vyoho is mentioned in this sutra? Because not other letters are deleted when followed by one letters. For example, if you take the example of Krishna, here there is shakara followed by nakara. Nakara is a one letter. So since this sutra is applicable for only Vakara Yakara, this Shakara does not get deleted. Vali iti kim, why Vali? Because in the example of Uyate, Uy, ya, this ya is a Vikarna Pratyaya. You don't need to worry about this. During this Prakriya, here Yakara is followed by Yakara, but this Yakara is not a one letter. So it doesn't undergo deletion. So the form will be with both yakaras. Uyate, uyate. From the same dhatu, uy. Oh, this is about lopo vyorvali. The next sutra in the sequence is where apruktasya, 67th. The previous one was 66th. Vehe apruktasya. Vehe is the shashti ekavachana of we. Giri becomes girehe, girehe. Ari becomes arehe. Like that, V becomes vehe. Apruktasya, aprukta. This is also shashti of aprukta. Rama becomes ramasya. Like that, aprukta becomes apruktasya. Vehe apruktasya. This apruktasya qualifies vehe. It is a visheshana to vehe. So this tani is vehe. V. So aprukta V also is the meaning. So there is no saptami or panchami or pratama in this sutra. So we need to take appropriate anurti from the previous sutra. We take lopaha from lopo vyorvali. So the sutra becomes, we take anurti of lopaha from the previous sutra, lopo vyorvali. Then the anvaya becomes apruktasya vehe lopaha. It means aprukta V gets deleted. So before we going to the meaning of the sutra, we shall know what an aprukta is. The sutra which gives the aprukta sangna is aprukta ekal pratyayaha. This is 1 to 41. This is the 41st sutra of the second pada of the first chapter. Aprukta, this is all the words are in Prathama Vibhakti. Apruktaha ekal pratyayah. Anvayah ekal pratyayah apruktaha. Ekal is formed from the combination of eka and al. Al means it comprises all the letters from a even up to lan. Sorry, up to hal, the last Maheshwara Sutra. A even ruluk evang ayauch, like that. It includes all the 14 sutras. So al, the starting letter, lakara from the last sutra hal. So it includes all the aksharas. Al means all aksharas. So ekal means eka means one, a single. Al means a letter. So pratyaya, ekal pratyaya means if a pratyaya has only one letter, then it is called as apruktaha. Apruktaha means a pratyaya which has only one letter. For example, in so, that ukara is anunasika and it is a it, so it gets deleted and we are left with only sakara, which is a single letter. So this pratyaya is called as aprukta since it has only one letter. We should not count the it letters. After the deletion of it letters, we have to see if there are more than one letters or there is only one letter. If you take quin pratyaya, the kakara in the beginning is it by lashakvatadite, nakara by halantyam, and this ikara is for the sake of easy pronunciation. It is not a it letter, but it is added for ease of pronunciation. So all of them get deleted and we are left with only vakara. So it is only single letter vakara. So it is also a aprukta. Similarly, u pratyaya, this t pratyaya, during the derivation of Pratama Purusha ekavachana form of let in of pat in lang lakara, during the prakriya apart there will be the form, there will be this form apata plus t. Previously it was t. By some sutra that ikara gets deleted and that t becomes t due to the deletion of ikara. So at this stage, this t, originally it was not ekal, but by deletion of ikara it becomes ekal. Now this th is also considered as aprukta. And u, u is the vikarna pratyaya of the eighth gana, tanadi, tanadi gana. Tanadi ganasya vikarna pratyaya asti. Here also it is a single letter u, so it is also aprukta. In quin, again as in quippo, it is already told. Kakara nakara yoho it, they are it. Kakara nakara are it, and ikara for ease of pronunciation. So all of them
Kamitam is the shap also same.
Yes, shap also. In shap shakara pakara are it. We are left with rasva akara, which is a single letter. So shap is also a aprukta. So this sutra where apruktasya, here this sutra tells about the deletion of aprukta vakara, not all others. Shap is also a aprukta, then u is aprukta, but they don't get deleted. Only vakara, if it is a aprukta, then it gets deleted. So some of the examples where vakara is aprukta are these quip, quin, wit, which, nvi, chvi. These are some pratyayas where vakara is aprukta. In quip, pakara, kakara, rit, and is for pronunciation, they all get deleted, vakara remains. Similarly, in here also, in wit also, takara is it, which chakara is it, and vi nakara is it by chutu. So in chvi, again chutu, in all these only vakara remains. So this sutra where apruktasya is applicable for all these sutras. This sutra where apruktasya states that if vakara is in aprukta form or the aprukta vakara gets deleted, there is no other nimitta required for this. No panchami or no saptami words for this sutra. Just vakara in aprukta. Aprukta means it should be a pratyaya, not any vakara. So by aprukta, it's clear that it should be of the vakara should be of a pratyaya. So if it is present as a single letter, it gets deleted. Let us consider kvip pratyaya. It is a krut pratyaya. For example, shatrum jayati iti अस्मिन् अर्थे shatru word in the presence of shatru word ji pratyaya jayati is derived from ji dhatu. Ji dhatu gets kvip pratyaya. Shatrum jayati अस्मिन् अर्थे in presence of the word shatru ji dhatu gets kvip pratyaya. You don't need to understand all these. These are the part of krudanta prakarana. You just need to understand or appreciate the meaning of this sutra where apruktasya. So I am giving the example. Try to follow if possible. So shatru ji, in presence of shatru ji pratyaya gets kvip. Sorry, ji dhatu gets kvip pratyaya. Here kakara pakara yoho itsanga ikarasya ikaraha uchcharanartham tesham lopaha ततः वकारः एव अवशिष्यते. अस्मिन् सन्दर्भे वेर् अपृक्तस्य इति सूत्रेण एतस्य वकारस्य अपृक्तवकारस्य लोपः भवति. So this vakara which is present as aprukta, present as a single letter, undergoes deletion. So we are left with shatru ji. And by some other sutra, there will be tugagama and the final form is shatrujit. By raswasya piti kruti tuk, we get this tugagama. So we get shatrujit. We are going to study that sutra. It is there in the sequence. It is 71st sutra in this same sequence. This is 67. After 68, 69, 70, this 71st sutra is that one, raswasya piti kruti tuk. Raswasya piti kruti tuk. By that, if a pratyaya is pit, it means it should have pakara as ith letter. Then the sangha gets tugagama. There will be addition of takara after a raswa letter. This letter, the last letter should be raswa. Then there will be tugagama. We are going to study this sutra also. So by that sutra, we will get shatrujit. So here is the application of where apruktasya vakarasya aprukta vakarasya lopaha. Similarly, we shall take one more example of chvi pratyaya. Chvi is a taddita pratyaya. So we know that taddita pratyayas are added to pratipadika and the resultant words are also pratipadika. The sutra which gives chvi pratyaya is abhuta tadbhave krubvasti yoge sampadya kartari chvihi. There is a visarga here, chvihi. Abhuta tadbhave. Abhuta tadbhave means it was not present as in that state. So it is, for example, ashuklaha shuklam karoti. In this example, for example, ashuklaha gataha shuklaha sampadhyamanaha bhavati. In this example, the gata was not shukla or white previously, it was made white. So something which is not present in that state, it becomes So to express that, we use this chvi pratyaya. The pratyaya chvi comes after a word when the agent or the word has attained to a new state, what the thing previously was not, and it comes along with three dhatus: kru, bhu, and asti. Kru, bhu, and asti. So these dhatus should be there. If we use other dhatus, then this sutra is not applicable. We cannot use chvi pratyaya there. Sampadya kartari means when attaining that state we use chvi. For example, ashuklah gatah shuklah sampadyamanah bhavati. Atava we can use kru also. Ashuklah ashuklam gatam ashuklam gatam shuklam sampadyamanam sam shuklam karoti or asti. Ashuklah gatah shuklah sampadyamanah asti. एवं chvi pratyayah bhavati. It means the gata means part, it was not white, it is made white. To express that, we use chvi pratyaya. We add the chvi pratyaya to this word shukla. Ashuklah gatah shuklah sampadyamanah bhavati. The gata was not white before, it was made white. To express that, chvi pratyaya is added. So the prakriya shukla chvi bhavati. Shukla, we add chvi pratyaya to shukla, the new state which is attained by the gata. To that we add chvi pratyaya, and we have to use any one of the three dhatus bhavati, karoti, or asti here. That is compulsory. So here chakara is it e for pronunciation, therefore vakara is remains, so that vakara is aprukta now, so by where apruktasya that gets deleted. And there is one more sutra: if a word ends with rasva akara, then that is replaced by dirgha ikara in presence of this pratyaya chvi, only this pratyaya. So shukla becomes shukli. So the final form is shukli bhavati. We use these forms in the language: spashti karomi, shukli bhavati. All these are chvi pratyayanta forms. During the prakriya we use this sutra where apruktasya, where apruktasya vakarasya lopaha drishyate. So these are the two sutras that we studied today. Lopo vyorvali, where apruktasya. By lopo vyorvali, vakara yakara yoho lopaha bhavati vali pare. Vakara and yakara are get deleted when followed by val letters. By where apruktasya, aprukta vakarasya lopaha bhavati. No nimitta is required for this. If vakara is present as aprukta, then it gets deleted.